Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're watching, however you're watching. I hope you're well. My name's John, and we are going to start building a new park. First of all, I'm going to turn off the audio volume so we don't get flagged. Hopefully, that'll be good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I was messing about with last night. So I got a request from the Oaken Gaming that we maybe try and make the Dreamland skate park or bits of it. So I thought we'd start with the MEGARAMP. This is what we started with. I mean, I'm quite happy with it, but I want to record it. I want to show you guys what we're doing. So this is it from the bottom. We've got a couple little gradients up there that all need work. Obviously, when we do our final one, we've got a big quarter pipe down here. So let's head up to the top and show you guys what it's like. We've got this kind of I'll go into this view quickly. This isn't finished. This bit I quite like. I like the idea of it because that's what they have on the side. It might be a bit big still, but the whole thing seems a bit oversized. I'm not sure if we're going to go for a realistic scale on the next one, or if we're going to go, oh, I didn't mean to do that, or if we're going to keep it towards this size. I mean, it's not much smaller, but I think after watching some videos, I think this is a little bit tall. So this is actually out of the build limit, but a couple of things can get up here. If I angle the stairs at this angle, we can still run up them or fall down them, whatever you want to do. Set a waypoint up here. So then on the left of the Burnquist ramp, he has like an extra jump for a bigger gap. I think he's got two different sizes actually. What I'm going to be able to do is actually watch the video while we're building. So when we do the next one, I'm going to pay a lot more attention. But I think on the actual one, on this jump here, there's two different heights, but I'll have to double check. I mean, that's a little bit close, but after watching some videos, that's not far off of where he lands when he's doing that jump. Especially if there weren't much pop. I'll try and do a bigger pop this time. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure why that falls there, because these pieces, oh, maybe they're not, that's an angle. But they're looking into each other, so it shouldn't have that problem. Let's just put another two down and see if that helps. So like I said, I'm pretty happy with this, but the aim isn't to have something pre-made for you guys. The aim is to redo it, so that's what we'll do today. Now, because of the size of this thing, it's going to take up most of the skate park. We're going to have to do it on the stadium because I think we get a higher limit for where we can build up to. I don't think we can build that high on the other parks. Well, I know we can't on the outdoor park, which is the only one that would make sense. So if we can't on that one, we might as well do it on the stadium. So should I delete this? Or I suppose we should just start a new one. Best thing to do. Because that's not too bad. If worse comes to worse, I'm just gonna skip to that part and we'll start editing from there if we don't get anything good at the moment. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yes, these are the changes. So what we're going to do, as you can tell by the title, we're going to build Bob Burnquist's park, if we can. Not the whole thing, because it's near on impossible, especially with skate. So I'm just sorting out some screens on my computer so I can see what's going on. There we are. So, So I'm thinking if we focus on the MEGARAMP, and then we can maybe get a couple of little things in there. I mean, it's got a full pipe in the Dreamlands. It's got some sort of crazy bowl section, which is going to be difficult, but we'll see what we can do. Because I don't like doing things like this for the bowl. necessarily these kind of pieces, because they're a bit uniform. There's not much that you can really do with them, but to be honest, we can always try. Because what I like to do when I'm building, as I'm live, I'll give you a bit more of a demonstration of how I build. Let's change these, because I can show you what I actually mean on factory or park. See how they both got a little lip at the bottom? What I like to do with most of my parks, which is sometimes why some things don't work fully, I just like to lose that little lip at the bottom. So you can see the lip on that one. I just dug into the ground a tiny bit. So this band here, I do as good as I can to try and make it disappear in the grounds through my maps, just because I just feel it gives it a better look. Some things skate just as well. I also like to try and, rather than have, let's get this piece for an example. So if I turn snapping on, now it's going to snap into this position, which isn't too bad. But then let's say we want to do another one of these, because there's a kind of weird angle on the Burnquist bowls. There's like little kind of bits that aren't really made for skate, so you'd have to try and be really clever with how you do it, because for one, skate don't like you building within certain parameters. If it's touching like 3 objects, I think it is, it don't like it. See there, we can pull the ramp slightly back, but it's not far enough. Why is that not letting us do it? That seems a bit weird. Maybe we should go above the ground. But nevertheless, the skate is not an easy place to build things. That's what I'm trying to get at. You're always going to run into some sort of problem. I mean, that's not too bad, but we've only shortened it by a foot. So we've only shortened, yeah, alright, a bit more than a foot. But still, and then this bit on top that's flashing here, I don't know if you can see that. That becomes difficult to skate sometimes. It will make you trip. So these are just some of the fun things that we have to deal with. Alright, so let's get into building. I'll do a bit of explaining for you all too. The first thing I'll do is, well, the first thing I'm going to do for this build is get our spawn point as high as we can. And we'll just put a platform under our spawn point. Now this stuff don't really matter, it's not, it really doesn't, just as long as we're as long as we can spawn on there, then we're good. So this would be a nice height to start our level at, seeing as we can't really build much higher. We could come down a bit just to give that the kind of kicker, the highest dropping point, a bit more height really. So we're gonna start with the mega terrain. I'm gonna copy what I did on that other build just because it seems to kind of work for the moment. So if we start with a circle piece, a full pipe, we'll lift it up. See, this is as high as we can go, so that will be our highest drop in there, which is fine. That's not a problem. Because, like I said, the last one seemed a bit overscaled. After watching some of the videos today, I thought, where's this one that I want? It's the landing ramp, that's what I used. So, I mean, this stuff can all change. It's going to have to change once we get our other ramps in to decide our angles and stuff. If I turn snapping off here, lean this forward, see how high can we go? Oh, we can go really high with this one. But it's getting the character up there, which will be the problem with that. So what I found is I just got it to a nice point where I thought it would roll down like that. That's good. So it's just at the widest point of the circle when you'll transfer onto this bit of wood, or onto the ramp. But you can see there's a tiny little bit of wood here, right there where my cursor is, going along this way. So that's going to be a little trip. So what we're going to have to do, and the camera angles don't help because we're working out of the area that it wants us to. So we can just pull it back a little bit, possibly. Looks good. See, now I've seen that go crazy high. I wanna make it a lot higher, but I don't think we can. See, now this is the maximum height for our stairs. But if we angle it, that's probably too much of an angle for him to run up. Something like that, maybe. A little bit steep, but it can add to the sketchiness. Now, I don't know if you heard them. Basically, I'm going to session marker. But it actually got a little bit of air just between this full pipe and when it hits the other ramp. So just keep an ear out for the noise, and you'll hear the wheels take off and then land again. So we'll have to adjust that if we can. Yeah. So he shoots. Wonder if that'll work. Now I can see the lip there. Look, can you see? That's what I was saying before about the lip. We're going to get caught on it. How did I not see that before? Now I'm starting to not be keen on this angle. I don't know what I had going on the last level, on the first one that we showed. Oh, in fact, I think I put something in between this. Not necessarily this, but I think I just put something to bridge the gap. What's the best way to do this again? Because we want to get the angle. It isn't the steepest of mega ramps. So this block here is way too steep. And just curious, what takes up more room? That does. So maybe we could scrap the idea of using these, because they might come in handy in a sec. Alright, let's say that's the angle. We can always change it. I should start getting a video up as well, actually, for just to see what it's like. See, I think that kind of height looks about right before it starts leveling out again. So they have a rolling, but they have a quarter pipe on this middle section, it seems. That would be kind of cool if we can get a quarter pipe in. But I'm not really sure how. because of the angle of it. Maybe unless we build our own thing, if it lets us. No, because then we're nearly at the height of that. I was thinking this just because of the height of it. It kind of works. And then we could put something to bridge the gap. That might work. Alright, let's try. Let's try one of these. I mean, that might just be good enough on its own. I doubt it. Sorry guys, a bit quiet there. I'm just trying to think of what we can use here. And I'm just trying to use the MEGARAMP stuff as much as I can because I've never used it yet. I've just unlocked it, you see. See, it's not really a quarter pipe like that. God knows if it'll work. It does. Is that too steep? I don't know. We'll have to put it together a little bit and wonder. So maybe I'll just leave this here for now. We can always come back in. Well, we will come back and edit it. Because I'm not happy with it the way it is, that's for sure. So I could lose that. Grab one of these. And we can get our level. That would be kind of cool. I know it's black, but maybe we could add another piece along the front. And if I pulled it like that, and then we got a terrain piece, properties, style. There we go, this should, in fact I can now turn snapping back on, that should snap to that, and then we can move it back a bit as well. Oh, let's turn snapping off. Okay, I think that looks alright. So I'm not sure about all this can do with work. And I'm not sure about that angle. I reckon we've got to go more mellow. Not much, but just a bit. Oh, the camera. Alright, let's try that again. I don't know if I just made it back. I don't know if I made it steeper than it was before or not just then. I reckon that's cool. Let me check the videos or pictures. Bob Burnquist, Dreamland, MEGARAMP. Let's see some pictures here. Because I mean, it looks absolutely terrifying. I think it's a little more mellow. Not far though. And the length's probably looking alright. So we could bring it all down. Get a bit more control of the scaffolding stuff that we're doing here up the top. See, I don't get this. All these things are placed there yet. Now I can't do it. It's alright, we can always come back. Like I said, we're coming back to this area. You know, it looks pretty cool for the height. Maybe we should work out where we're going to get the mini ramp. Oh, what was that? Something I'm sure I just saw something new then. All terrain. Oh, that's new. Oh, I think I just unlocked them. Jumbo screens. Yeah. Measuring bar, and that could be cool. I bet it takes up a whole lot of terrain. Oh, it could be quite useful though. It looks like a steel bar. Very handy. Alright, so that's not what we wanted. What we wanted to do was grab the mega terrain to find the landing ramp. No, we didn't. We wanted to find the lower ramp. Alright, now we've got to try and mix this in. So what I'm going to do, option snapping. Does it want to snap? I don't want to snap. So let's go back to our rolling ramp idea. Pull it up a little bit. Maybe we can get that. Looks good. Oh, I need to turn snapping off. It needs to come up a bit. That is where it needs to meet it. Let's see if that works real quick. Looks like it. Alright, so let's get some flat. Now, because we're working at an angle, we want to just slightly sink this in, I think. That should be enough. And what I'm trying to do recently is make sure both the edges are well under the gap. So here to here, or where the gap would be, or the edge, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And this bit here is well under that line. Just because I think it makes it, for some reason, when you start playing online, more places become trip hazards than they are offline, it seems. You guys will have to tell me if you got the same with my maps offline that you do online, because I found that I'm tripping in spots that I didn't trip before. Alright, now the mega ramp, the actual launching ramp, you see the way I had it before, I had a couple of these landing ramps just angled. I thought it gave a good look and a good effect, but after watching it I'm seeing that the ramp is a lot lower than I was thinking. So maybe let's turn snapping back on. That's definitely too short. I think that's about right. This one here, this little kicker looks real short, but that can kick from here to about there. We just put a mock one in real quick. I think something like that. And then the other side is, I'm gonna have to check a video. I remember it looking a little bit steeper than this thing here, but I don't like the. Oh, it's not a bad height actually, as to what it kind of is on the videos. Alright, so it's not looking too bad. I don't know how I size. I think our size is looking a bit better maybe already, just because I took some more ideas of what we're working with. Cool. Not bad. Alright. Not bad. Now we need to rework this here for sure. In fact, maybe I should just do it now, so we can move on. So let's get this to go. How does it look at the top? Let's see if I can find some pictures. So that comes down. And that's already at the angle, which it kind of looks like. It's not proper. Maybe we should bring it down lower before we start. Just give us more options with the top. Right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check a video though actually before we do this. Maybe we should count how long it takes to get from the top to the bottom, maybe, or from the top to the jump. So bear with me for 2 seconds.
Enterprise mission.
Oh, I don't want to hear no adverts. Sorry about that. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait till Tony Hawk starts doing the run, and then we're going to, I'm just going to time him just to see how long it takes him to get down. I think he goes from this bit here. Pretty sure. Alright, let's go. So let's see if I can drop in at the same time as, oh, he's already dropped in. That weren't bad, you know. Alright, this time I'm just going to count how long it takes from the drop in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the top of the jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's not far off. If we had a smoother run, I think we're looking good for that actually. Now I'm going to try and find a clip that I can pause it on where we can see what's going on at the top. Why did it zoom out so fast? Alright, I've got a few. Cool guys, so I'm going to bring it down. I think we've got a nice height. I'm quite happy with it. I don't want to make the roll in much bigger. I think the angles are right of it and stuff. And most of all, it seems about 5 seconds to get, or whatever it was, what was it? 6 seconds to the top of the jump. I think we're just a bit over 6 seconds, but We did have a bad intro bit to it as well, which ain't no good. So I'm going to move this all the way to the left as far as we can. How far can we go with it all as one unit? We'll just do that for now. That looks good. Quick fly around. Now, I'm pretty sure there was a way to make it move faster, but I've definitely forgotten that. Okay, so this bit here, now we can actually do stuff. Maybe we should try and do that. So what it seems like this comes down at the angle. I mean, even if we could catch it for a couple, that could be quite cool. Just for a little bit of that angle would be wicked. This thing was definitely useful. I just wonder if we could use it a different way. Snapping off. No, because it's got to come down. It's more like that's more like it. It's more like a proper rolling, like a quarter pipe little thing up there. Or like an X Games rolling. So maybe we'll go for that. Yeah, let's try that. I'm pretty happy with how that's looking. Now this pipe idea, I did like it. Oh, I think I've made it a bit too wide as well then, judging by this. I mean, what could I do? Could do this and then we get a little ramp. See what's not necessary here? No, they're both necessary, that's fine. And I'm going to put a wall down this bit here just to block this excess off. I think that's the only thing we can do. So if I go street to, no, it's invert. That's what I wanted. Maybe not that one. Oh, that was the better one out of the two. Street, could I just put a little ramp in there? I mean, I could. I can just stop it in this going in there though. This might work real good. So we get a different angle. Maybe it'll work better this way. No. Maybe I just need to get one of these. And then we could just like bridge the gap. I think that's the best thing to do. I think that might be alright. Should try it out. Oh. It's not too bad. But oh my god, we fly. Alright, so Maybe we take that same thing and put this up here. Alright, so something's wonky, but that's alright, we can deal with that stuff in a minute. So now we've lowered it a bit, we can actually put some scaffolding up around this top section, make it look a little bit legit. That works really well. 6, 7. But he absolutely flies. So I think we need to make a little bit more height on the jumps, and we'll maybe make the landing area. Maybe that's what we'll do. Alright, so if we get this just roughly lined up. Yes, perfect. When I say roughly, I generally mean perfect, but hey ho. No, I think that's going to be way too close. Just want to see how it feels on this jump, because yeah, let's try that. That was cool. We're going to need a lot of fine tuning, I think. We'll need a lot of fine tuning, just so we can get the ramps working. Sick for everyone. I don't know what difficulty I'm on now. I mean, it's not far off. We can maybe go back a little bit with it already. I don't want to go back by much. And then if I'm going to change the angles of everything, we're instantly going to mess it all up. So what I'm going to do now is try and make a custom ramp for this next bit. So we're just going to see what bits we can fit together to make a decent ramp for us. Hopefully we can get something looking kind of cool. If we can get this off, there we are. How does that work in a minute? Oh, there we are. There's loads of fine tuning. It's a bit of a crazy jump, but we'll see if it works. We'll see, because one side it does have like a more of a kicker. The other side has a longer jump. Oh, bail. Alright, that's not a good start, so maybe we do a bit of adjusting straight away. Let's try that. Nothing major. What's the time? Oh, I've got to plug my laptop in. I've got 6% battery. I don't know if I should make this ramp, if you should be able to do it from this side or not. I mean, if it lands like that every time, that'd be clean, but I don't think we've got the best run up then. So let's just try it. Yeah, that's not bad. Let me see what difficulty I'm on. Please don't say I'm on hardcore. Easy. Oh, that's good. All right, let's try it on hardcore. So it's looking kind of promising, actually, if that's where we're jumping to on easy. That's the effect I want. It'd be good if we can't make it from this jump here. On that left side. Makes it nice and easy on hardcore. Let's see about this other jump. That looks good to me. Looks very good to me. Alright, let's try this bit. I think it's kind of working well. Not sure about you guys. So I'm happy with this bit. Maybe we need to sort out the landing a little bit. That is all. What am I thinking? I'm thinking that we could use that. Is this what I want? I don't know. What happens if we turn snapping on and link it? That's definitely not what we want. I was thinking something like, it's not going to work. See if we can do anything with the landing ramp. So I'd just like to extend it a bit, that would be cool. We've got a longer landing ramp, there we are. That's how we do it. Maybe we do it like this instead. But for some reason that isn't. Oh, yeah, it is. Hopefully this works. This is pretty much nearly there. I know we've got a lot of detailing and stuff to do. Why did I just turn it off? Yeah, we've got loads of detailing and stuff to do, but for the mega ramp, oh, they've got blocks and I don't even know how we're going to do them. They've got like a hubba kind of thing over here with a rail in the middle, which we can do, or which we will do. Let's just session the ramp for a little bit. Ouch. Well, his foot got stuck through his skateboard. Damn. So that ramp over on the right, a little bit of problems. Alright, that flew way too far. We're going to need to do some major adjusting. It's not a problem though, this is just part one, so... Yeah, see trips and hazards all over the place. Way too far, so I think we need to go with that ramp, we need to give it more of a kick, because at the moment it's just too much. What I need to do is turn and snap it off again. Get the angle we want. I think we should go for a similar angle to that one. Maybe line the bottoms of the ramps up, that would be good. Don't know how far that is off what we had before. Probably completely the same. Alright, maybe we should try with this ramp down here now, because this is causing us a little bit of problems. Maybe we go... Maybe we go like this. That looks real smooth to me. Okay. So I think we're going to wrap up here, guys. We're going to call it part one. I don't know. We might not wrap up here. I'm probably going to get carried away with building, as is always the case. Nasty. As you can see on that landing side as well, we got a few little things we need to sort out. That weren't meant to happen. Oh, that still don't want to work, that ramp. Alright, so let's try angle it just a little bit, and then we can pull that, give it more of an angle, I guess, to get the lip away from the edge. Can we try that? Will that work for us? So where are we dropping?